What is going on, everybody? We are back here in NHL 17 franchise mode with our Toronto Maple Leafs, and we are up here at the trade deadline. As you can see, it is, I think, 2 days away here. Yep, it's right there. So we kind of went through what's available in the last episode. Not much in the way of players, which is good because we're not looking for players. We're looking to get rid of players, pick up some draft picks. We aren't the bottom of our division. We are actually one above the Sabres. So that's okay. But the consensus in the comment section of the last video was just go ahead and tank it, call it a day. But the biggest thing at this juncture is to get rid of the bad contracts. Now, one of the things that kind of makes me a little confused is we want to tank it and we want to get rid of bad contracts. That makes sense. But if we want to tank it, that means getting rid of contracts for picks and avoiding a lot of players. So let's just look at this real quick. Let's actually look at the lines. I think that will put into perspective a little bit here because we can look at the contracts as well. So the biggest one is Joffrey Lupul. Bar none, that is our dumbest contract we have right now. 83 overall, making $5.25 million. 2 years remaining. So if it was 1 year, it'd be like, okay, well, he's going to be done in the offseason. He's got a whole other year. If he was making somewhere around $2 million or less, that would be fine. He's a veteran, a leader on the team. And I mean, his stats aren't that bad, but for what he's making, they're very bad. You know what I mean? He's got a decent shot, but he's really not that great of a player when it comes to what he's getting paid. Obviously, you guys knew that. And he's playing second line minutes. He's doing okay. But this is just, this is our old line. These are all our over 30 guys. McCallick is another one that doesn't have the best contract, but he's, this is the last year, so it's not a huge deal. People were saying get rid of that as well. I mean, I agree. Yeah, I want to get rid of it because it would help us tank. But I mean, with it being the last year, it's not really necessary, and we might be, under the cap floor, which can hurt us potentially. So I don't know actually if that's like a huge thing in NHL 17. And we could help somebody develop. So what I'm thinking is we could bring Matthews up because he is now a third line player. People were saying put him on the first line. Kadri is a second liner, so move Kadri down, move Bozak down to the third line. Lupul will be gone, so that opens up a slot. So I'm saying put Nylander over here as that second line right winger because still only has 65 faceoffs. People are saying you can't grow the faceoffs in the NHL franchise, so that's pretty strange. So he won't be going up, so just change him to a right wing. He's a right-handed player. He could just slot in there where Lupul was. Then we could put Kadri in there with McCallick, and that would help him grow. Then the first line would be Van Riemsdyk with Matthews and Komarov, which would be pretty good. Komarov, I mean, that's fine. 2 years remaining. I don't know if we want to get rid of him just yet, just because of that. I think getting rid of Lupul will help a little bit. I know it would be nice to go for a very first overall pick, but at the same time to tank it, if we're everybody wants to bring Matthews up, but we also want to tank it. We don't want to stunt anybody's growth. I know giving him more minutes won't really stunt his growth, but it will definitely give him not the best year overall for that. And he's outgrown the AHL, so that's not even a question anymore. We got to bring him up. He'll get upset even if he's on every line because he's third liner. He'll probably get up to being second line. But if we play him on the first line here in the NHL, he's going to do great, and it's going to be awesome. So I've kind of scouted some trades just because it's kind of annoying if I go in and don't scout the trades and then we're just looking for something. We got to do a bunch of edits and everything. So I know pretty much what I want to get accomplished. I'm not sure if it'll go through. But let's just try it here. So just to put this in perspective, let's look at our highest paid players. Lupul is our top paid player in the NHL. We absolutely need to get rid of him. Another person was Brooks Laich. He only has the 1 year left as well. That is a lot, though, 4.5. And then down here is McCallick. And actually, he has some trade value. So maybe we do go after maybe a first rounder or something. But I think for this first trade, doing Lupul, I don't want to retain salary. That's why I kind of scouted ahead, because it's a little bit hard. So basically what I did, I looked. First team that wants him is Columbus. What can we get out of Columbus in the way of draft picks? They want to give away everything. So first rounder is kind of out of reach. Second rounder is a little bit out of reach unless we overextend it. Our own second round pick, which I don't know why we would do that. But third rounder looks good. We need to get a player from them, though. That's what I was looking into. So this is where I'm like, I don't know if we can get kind of what we want. And I don't think we could do one of these CHL players, could we? Like, we couldn't do that. Oh, we could. Okay, we could try to get this bottom 6 guy. This is kind of unrealistic, though. Yeah, I think that's a little heavy on their end. But I don't think they would do that. Let's see. Let's just grab one of these top 6 forward AHL guys. We'll do the center. What's his stats? Because we got to replace a center. Okay, he's got pretty good face-offs. Since Austin Matthews is coming up, we got to replace a center in the AHL. I'm sure we have one, but just to make this make sense. That's a decent matchup. I think we could do that. Third round pick for Lupul for this year, and then this AHL guy that comes in at 74 overall for a center. I think that's pretty realistic with Columbus being in the playoff hunt. They need a possibly a top 6 guy in Lupul, but most likely like a third line sniper for a third scoring line. And they want him, and they want to give these guys away. So I don't think we could really get anything else out of them. I think this will be good, and it will have us not have to have this $5 million for next year. So let's see if it'll work. Okay, yeah. So it looks like a pretty even deal. They accept it. Let's just go ahead and go to roster moves. We don't actually have to bring anybody up just yet. Actually, because we do have that guy who can slot in. Just the reason that Levio, that's what it is. Levo. Yeah, let's just substitute him in all lines for now. We'll change that later, obviously. He's not going to be our second liner. So yeah, let's see if we can actually do McCallick, because that's actually a pretty good amount of trade value. I didn't know he had that good of trade value. We could possibly bundle this with a second round pick. Let's see here. Let's just put this up here with like a second rounder. We'll just do this. Which one? We'll do the San Jose one. And then let's just see let's see if there's anybody that wants both of them, first of all. I don't think there is. Yeah, there's not. Let's just see if somebody wants McCallick. Oh my gosh. Okay, Columbus wants McCallick as well. Maybe we should have bundled this all together. Okay, let's see here. Could we do their first rounder? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think we can get there first. Let's see. Chicago's first rounder, it'd be a little bit later because they're a pretty good team. This is league approved as well. We could also add in... Hey, we could actually add in like a Brooks Lake. Let's see here if he's got any trade value. Yeah, going down the list. I mean, Komarov's got pretty good trade value. I might want to keep him, though, just as like a third liner for like the next year or so. They do want Brooks Lake. Okay, that's a pretty big contract. So I think we could do that. They just don't want the pick, but that's just to add in a little bit of value. So we move this pick up to a first-round pick. We don't get anything else out of them, but we get rid of these 2 big contracts, which it didn't really matter because it's 1 year left. We could even retain salary if we want to make this go through. The biggest thing is getting these guys not to just walk away for nothing. We're getting a first rounder out of it. And Chicago's getting these guys, can afford them, and they make a playoff push with them. Let's see if it goes through. Rejected. Okay, so they want Milan Michalek, but they're just kind of, it's just not that good. Let's see. They don't want Brooks Lake. So we can retain salary because he's only got 1 year left. So I'll retain $1 million on this and see if they'll do that. They might not, just because in the last game it wasn't that big of a deal to retain salary for some reason. Yeah, so it's just not for them. Okay, let's change this to that Ottawa pick. I know they don't want the pick. That's not the reason. But just having that little bit more trade value might actually work, plus this $1 million. So now he's a $3.5 million player. They can maybe sign one more guy, or trade for one more guy rather. Yeah, and we get rid of 2 contracts. We can maybe pick up a free agent stud that'll grow or something. I don't know, whatever. All right, let's see if this goes through. Yeah, so we just gotta add one more thing in here. Let's see if they do want anybody. Any other skaters? You guys are saying maybe a prospect because we have like way too many prospects. Because sometimes there's some prospects that really don't really amount to too much. The only reason I'm passing over Matt Martin, and maybe I shouldn't because he does have 4 years left. But I mean, that's true. 2.5. Maybe I should get rid of him. They do want him. Do you think that'd be good? We get rid of 3 contracts, though. We got to bring some guys up. And I wouldn't mind signing some free agents, too, to fill the void for, the remainder of the year, just so we don't have our guys down in the AHL being stunted. So look at this. We get rid of this multi-year deal, this 4-year deal, which is great, which I don't know why Toronto went ahead and got Martin. In real life, it's not a huge contract, but still, it's like $2.5 million in the waning years, I guess. I mean, he's a decent player, but I thought he was 30 for some reason. He's only 27, so never mind. That's not too bad on Toronto's end, and he'll help down the line. So yeah, never mind. That's not too bad. Honestly, though, I don't really want to get rid of him. For some reason, in the back of my head, I really want him to stay on the team. So let's explore other options first. We're keeping Hunwick because he's like a leader on the team, I found out. Yeah, there's not really anybody else that they really want. We could try to get rid of Komarov, but that's a pretty big contract, or a pretty big trade value rather. Okay, let's just add in another later round pick. They want this 3rd rounder that we just got. So maybe, you know what? It's worth it. Getting the 1st rounder, doing a 2nd and a 3rd, because we have a massive amount of prospects. It's not like we're going to be missing out with these 2nd and 3rd rounders, especially if we get like a top 9 forward in one of these. We've got so many prospects. It's not that they're not going to make the team, especially with free agents coming up in the future. So I've talked enough. Let's see if this goes through. If not, maybe we'll have to add Martin in, which I don't mind. Something in my gut saying we need him in the future. Okay, it looks like it is going to go through. Let's just cancel real quick. Just to go over it, we've got Michalek, and then a 3rd and a 2nd rounder. I feel like that's kind of cheating, but I don't want to hold this anymore, but whatever, it's fine. Let's just do it. We get the 1st round pick. I don't think it's going to be too heavy in anybody's favor. It looks pretty even to me. And we open up some slots for possible free agent signings. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's go. Yep. Looks like it was pretty even to them as well. So let's bring up Matthews here. And you know what? I'll fix the lines. I'll do all that. And then we'll see what free agents we can sign just for the rest of the year. I'm not talking signing multi-year deals. I'm talking about signing some guys who are like low 80s that can just slot in instead of bringing up our AHL guys that are doing awesome down in the the minors. So let me just do this, and we'll jump back in one moment. All right, so we have our temporary lineup set, and I think basically the only thing I want to do is get like a left winger for that AHL guy that came in, because that's the only one that we have down on the fourth line. He's like 70, 4 overall or something like that. I already, changed the lines. Matthews is brought up. He's on the first line, everything like that. So I think we'll offer 2 left wingers just in case a spot. I was thinking for the first one, Tanguay here, just because he's got decent defensive awareness and he can kind of just hold it down on the third or fourth line and just help him out there. So we'll just go with 1.55 for the 1 year, just to keep him good. And we'll go down the list, see if there's like a depth forward, left winger. This guy's a minor scorer. Wait, I thought he was already on our team. I thought this guy was on our team. Oh, I don't know. Not Umberger. Nystrom is a fourth liner, but I don't know if I really want to. At that point, I don't know. We'll do Hodgson here. He's a center, but we can still put him on the left wing, or the right wing, or whatever we need. And we'll just give him like a 900,000 two-way deal, and he can just hang out in the scratched players. So that should be good. We do have to play at least one game here with our temporary lines, but that's all good. We're tanking anyway, so it's kind of in the spirit of things. Austin Matthews is on the first line now. Morgan Riley's up to an 88 overall, so that is super rad. Our team is growing, and that's the good thing. That's kind of what we want to do. Okay, we already did our trades. You guys wanted me to go ahead and okay, we got Hodgson, we got Tanguay. Let's stop the sim. Oh, that stops really quick. Oh yeah, did you see up in the top? It had that cliche guy. We already had him. Why is he in the free agent pool? That'd be kind of a funny thing to have 2 of them. That's weird. Okay, let me just change the lines and adjust them accordingly. Oh, look at that. Levo actually got up to an 80, and he's a fourth liner, so let's just keep him, because I was thinking he was 78, 79 overall, and I was like, eh. But yeah, this 73 overall, I don't think I want him playing there, and he's a center anyway. So, okay, I'll change all these for what we can kind of, get the most out of growth out of these players, and I'll jump back in 1 second here. Okay, so this is pretty much what I had in mind here. Matthews obviously up at the top with Van Riemsdyk and Komarov. I just kept Komarov just because I think that'll be a better right winger than, bringing Nylander up to the very first line, just to help Matthews out, pad the stats a little bit for this year. We're obviously not going to the playoffs, but it's going to help him just grow a little bit more to get a few more points in him. Second line with Kadri, Reichel, as you guys are telling me, and then Nylander. I'm going to make him a right winger just because I think those face-offs are not going to cut it. And yeah, I guess they don't grow, so it's not going to cut it. We got to just do that. Bozak on the third line, but don't worry, I put him on the first line penalty kill. He is on the second line power play as well, with Matthews on the wing, just because he's got really good face-offs. I decided not to take him off. We put Tanguay up there with him on the third line with Martin, so that'll be a good defensive third line. It'll be decent. And then Holland with Levo, and then Greening, who, is just older, and he's making a little bit too much as well, but he'll be good down here. Maybe they'll score actually some goals. Nobody on this team has like over 85 defensive awareness in the offense. Defense, check this out. Morgan Riley up to a 90 overall. He's doing amazing. Definitely our top player currently. And once Matthews gets up there, they're going to be a 1-2 punch. Polak's helping him out, so that's pretty good. We didn't touch anything here. And obviously in goal, as always, we've got Anderson. We have scratched Cody Hodgson, so he's pretty happy he's up here in the NHL. He's a minor scoring guy, so he's not going to get mad. So I think these are perfect signings that we made with the free agents. Tanguay slots in perfectly for where we left off, and we get some of our younger guys some top line time. So real quick, we'll go ahead and change Nylander to that right wing, and then we'll just go ahead and go through the rest of the season. And you guys do ask how to do this every so often. So just in NHL 17, it's the exact same. You go to the league settings, you go to the player, edit player, you click them, and you can just edit whatever you want to do. So details, I'm pretty sure it's right here. So he's center. We're going to change him to a right wing. That's exactly how you do it. Whoops. But you do have to hit continue in this one. You don't just press B. Continue, save changes. He is now a right winger, and we have pretty good right winger. Probably right winger of the future. I know a lot of purists are going to be upset we changed him to right wing. We just can't have a third line center losing faceoffs. A third or fourth line guy, even a second line guy, losing offensive faceoffs in the future when he gets to a second line. It would be detrimental to the future success of the team. So let's go ahead and just talk to these guys. Glad to be in the lineup. Good job. Let's see here. Not too thrilled. Sorry. And Cody Hodgson is like, oh, thanks. Okay, cool. Awesome. Let's see if anybody in the AHL is upset. Nope. Nobody is mad. We don't have any player meetings. Let's just get through the rest of the season. Call this disaster of a year. I mean, it really wasn't a disaster of a year. We're trying to tank, so it's a good thing. But let's just get through it. Our defense just keeps going up, though. So as much as we get rid of more and more players, the better Morgan Riley gets for some reason because the more pressure's on him. We ended up winning that one against the Sharks with our AHL lineup, basically. So out of the 3 games we play, we win 2 of them with this new lineup without all these scoring players. I mean, maybe it's just because, whoa, okay. Season ticket drive starting. Oh, okay. I don't think we need to change prices. I'm just gonna, you guys just let me know. You guys let me know a lot of stuff in the last video on this. Oh, increase our advertising spendings for season tickets. Hell yeah, let's do it. General advertising, season ticket. Oh, we can't because we got to put these down. So we'll put game ticket advertising down to 27% and season ticket up. Well, we'll just do that and then we'll do the rest here. General advertising. Okay, we're all good with that. That's kind of cool. I didn't know you could do that. Let me know more stuff about the management and owner stuff because that is still kind of, this is the first GM of the year. We're still getting used to everything. There's some losses. It would actually be kind of cool to see some wins and just see, there's a win. Just see, Matthews grow a little bit. And I forget what I did last time. Let's just go to Russia. I kind of just want to see what forwards are like in Russia here. I know I can pin players, by the way. I don't know who we should pin right away. Let me know for, year 2 or something, or let me know after this if we should pin anybody directly after the season. I won't simulate. I'll just, I'll leave it where it is. But, yeah, this is obviously a rebuilding year, and we're almost going to, on our promotion night, we beat Chicago, and we have 30 wins on the year so far. That's pretty good, I guess. I mean, the thing is, part of me wants to totally tank and get a good pick. The other part of me is like, you have Austin Matthews, you have Morgan Riley, and you've got a pretty good goalie. A lot of people in the comments are saying we need a goalie. I mean, we've got a young goalie who's already 88 overall. I mean, I know we're always trying to get, the next Carey Price, but 88 overall is not bad, especially when you've got a 90 overall defenseman and a possible high 80s overall in Jake Gardiner coming up. If you've got a good D-core and you've got a good defensive forward set that scores goals, which we found out in Montreal is a huge, huge thing you've got to make sure. Obviously it's going to be fine. So, but you guys know best, just let me know. Let's just get these last 2 games done here. We can go to ownership and okay, there's another win. Wow, we're actually winning games I wouldn't think we would win. We could win the odd game against, I guess, a lot of the really good teams are resting their guys at this point. Like, obviously, Pittsburgh is resting their main guys at this point because they probably made it. But let's just go here to the ownership menu real quick, because it was saying we've got secondary goals. Oh, okay. He wants us to have 2 picks in the first 2 rounds. And winning on the road is crucial for the team. Get 15 road wins. Okay, these are, whatever. Now that we're doing this, we can go see if we can upgrade some stuff real quick. I know this isn't like the most flattering stuff. We have insufficient funds. Okay, so we can't actually do all this random stuff. You guys let me know, what you want me to do with that. That's totally fine. We'll figure that out later. So I think the biggest thing to do is, yeah, we didn't make it in. We really weren't, amazingly far out of the race for what I thought we would be. Let's hold a team meeting and actually get the morale up, because not making the playoffs really makes our players upset. We can rebound from this. We'll learn. Let's do motivating. Oh my God, nothing works. The calming doesn't work. Half the players are mad. Probably shouldn't do anything, actually. That would be better than even doing it. The owner's happy though. I mean, we didn't do as bad as I thought we would, which is good because we wanted the growth. I mean, that's all anyone wants to talk about, is just make sure we get the growth. Actually, I was going to go to stats. So let's just see, obviously, not really any players are going to be amazing point of game players. Actually, it was, so Bozak and Van Riemsdyk were our best players point wise. Pretty much expected for Van Riemsdyk. Wasn't really sure Bozak would go there, but I mean, I'm sure he's got a lot of assists in the 34. We can expect that. Kadri did pretty well with almost 50 points, 23 goals, 26 assists. He's only going to get better with the people around him. It's the minuses you guys can see. That's the big thing. Nylander did really well with 44 points, so he should definitely be growing. Probably slotting in on the wing is going to help even more. Then Komarov. Riley did really well. He was a minus 26, but he'll obviously get a lot better. He should be more of a two-way guy with that 87 overall defensive awareness. Jake Gardner pretty well. Then we get down to Martin. Matthews actually had 21 points once he came in. He's a point-a-game player. He hasn't boosted just yet. He'll get up there. Don't worry. He's going to grow. Tanguay did pretty well for slotting on the third line more as a defensive guy. But everyone except Matthews. Really? Everyone except Matthews is a minus, is a negative, as you guys can see here. Matthews has a +4. So if that's what we have expectant to come, is just a positive player who's a point a game, we're set. We're absolutely set for the future. Hopefully next season he can just do even better. Really, JVR isn't even that far minus for playing all 82 games. Obviously we didn't get in the playoffs, but it's all good. It was a fine year for rebuilding. I'm not used to the rebuilding just yet because I haven't really done a rebuilding GM mode on this channel, at least. So anything except getting a really good year is really weird for me, but I don't think we need to go over anything else. Basically, the next thing, I want you guys to let me know who we should pin. Here, I'm just going to the calendar real quick. We've got a few more weeks here until the draft, so we could pin, maybe 1 or 2 guys. I pinned some at the beginning of the season that we've probably looked after. Here's the draft. So we've got, like a month and a half, almost 2 months until it comes up, right? Yeah. So that's pretty good. And people are saying go after a goalie. We will get a top 10 pick. Let me know what we should go after. That's the biggest thing. Should we go after a winger for Matthews? Should we go after another defenseman? Should we go after the goalie and just bite the bullet and look at trading Anderson in the future? I know my opinions, but this is our channel. You guys are helping me out, and I appreciate every single comment. Just let me know. Let me know if there is a certain person. Don't just say their name in the comment. You guys know the drill. Let me know where they're from, what position they play, what league or team, even better, they play for. If it's Stuart Skinner, let me know, he's in the AHL or OHL, right? Even if you just know, oh, it's a goalie, his name's Skinner, I'm pretty sure he's in the OHL. Check it out. I could be wrong about that, by the way, but just that kind of thing. If you don't know anything about him, just Wikipedia him first, because that's what I end up doing when people are like, I don't know anything about him, but he's really good. Just throw it up on Wikipedia and we'll figure it out. But a lot of people leave suggestions, so just make sure to do your homework a little bit, and you guys can help me out a massive amount. Next episode, the draft, the re-sign phase, and then the following episode will be free agency. Who are we looking to sign for that in the coming episodes? What kind of team do we want to be looking forward? So thank you guys for watching so much. It was a fun first year. The rebuild is on. We're going to be insane in the next couple of years. So let me know everything down in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe if you dug it. And we'll see you next time out on the ice.